Let's be honest, securing Kubernetes can feel like navigating a minefield. With so many tools out there, it's easy to waste time on the wrong ones and leave your clusters exposed. So in this video, we are going to cut through the noise. We are giving you the top 12 Kubernetes security tools you need to know for 2026. We'll break down what each one does and why it matters, so you can build a security strategy that actually works. We're going to build our defense in layers, starting with tools that secure your code and configs before they even hit the cluster. This is what the pros call shifting left. So kicking off our list is KubeLinter. Think of it as a spell checker for your Kubernetes YAML files and Helm charts. Its job is simple, but it's actually critical at the same time. It scans your configuration files to catch mistakes and bad practices before you even deploy them. It's perfect for your CI/CD pipeline, where a quick KubeLinter lint command can flag problems like running a container as root. While it's now a community-maintained project, its speed and simplicity makes it an essential first line of defense in any GitOps workflow. Next up is Checkov, a beast of a static analysis tool for all your infrastructure as code. While KubeLinter is laser focused on Kubernetes manifests, Checkov scans pretty much everything from Terraform, OpenTofu, CloudFormation, you name it. Checkov uses a massive library of over 1,000 built-in policies to spot misconfigurations that could cause security or compliance headaches. It's a must-have for any DevSecOps pipeline where you need to enforce standards like CIS or NIST before a single piece of infrastructure actually goes live. Next we have Trivy, the Swiss Army knife of open source scanners from Wakwa Security. Trivy is incredibly versatile, finding vulnerabilities, misconfigurations, and secrets in your container images, Git repositories, and even running Kubernetes clusters. It's a DevSecOps favorite because it's fast, comprehensive, and slots right into your CI/CD pipeline. You can use it to block vulnerable images from reaching your registry, and with recent updates, its ability to scan running workloads has gotten even stronger. In addition to that, it can also generate a software bill of materials, which is non-negotiable for modern software supply chain security. Next, we have Kubescape from Armo. This open source platform aims to give you a security overview from development all the way to runtime. Kubescape scans your YAML files and live clusters for vulnerabilities. Its standout feature is its risk score and visual graph, which helps you make sense of your cluster security posture at a glance. It's fantastic for getting a high-level overview and automating compliance checks. You just need to be aware that its powerful runtime security features often work best when integrated with other tools. Before we even start worrying about runtime threats, we need to answer basic questions. Can we trust what we are actually deploying? And this is where Cosign and Sigstore ecosystem come in. So Cosign is an open source tool for signing and verifying container images. Instead of relying on registry trust alone, Cosign lets you cryptographically prove who built an image and exactly what was shipped. It integrates with Sigstore's keyless signing flow, meaning you can sign images using your CI identity. There are no long-lived secrets required. In practice, this lets you enforce policies like only deploy images signed by our CI pipeline or block anything that wasn't built from our main branch. And in 2026, let's face it, image signing isn't optional. It's a foundational part of your Kubernetes security. Alright, so we've scanned our code and configs. Now it's time to enforce the rules. These next tools act as the bouncers for your cluster. And by the way, if you're finding this breakdown useful, do us a solid and hit that subscribe button. We put out deep dives like this all the time, and you won't want to miss what's next. Our first policy engine is Kyverno. As an incubating CNCF project, it has exploded in popularity for one simple reason. It lets you write policies in YAML, which you and your team already know. There is no new complicated language to learn, and with Kyverno you can actually validate, mutate, and even generate Kubernetes resources on the fly. This makes it incredibly easy to enforce rules like block all pods running as root, or block any containers that try to use the latest image tag. But is it as flexible as its main competitor for super complex logic? Some say no, but for most teams its simplicity and Kubernetes native feel make it like the perfect choice. Next up is the heavyweight champion of policy enforcement, OpenPolicyAgent or OPA, with its Kubernetes-specific sidekick Gatekeeper. So OPA itself is a CNCF graduated project and a general-purpose policy engine. which means you can use it to enforce rules across your entire tech stack, not just Kubernetes. It uses a powerful purpose-built language called Rego, so Gatekeeper acts then as an admission controller, checking every request to the Kubernetes API, and rejecting anything that violates your Rego policies. The learning curve for Rego is definitely steeper than Kyverno's YAML, but if you need one policy language to rule them all, OPA is untouchable. We scanned our code and we're enforcing policies. But what about the threats that pop up after deployment? That's where runtime security comes in. A key runtime security tool is Falco. As the open source standard for cloud-native threat detection, Falco is like a security camera watching over your live cluster. It's a CNCF graduated project that was originally created by Sysdig. Falco hooks into the Linux kernel using eBPF for kernel drivers to monitor system calls in real time. Its rules can alert you to things like someone opening a shell in a container, or a process making a weird network connection. The Falco is actually a detection tool, not a prevention one, and it needs a little tuning to avoid false alarms, but that deep real-time visibility is absolutely essential for protecting your Kubernetes clusters. Moving on, we have Cilium, a tool that is revolutionizing Kubernetes networking and security. Cilium uses eBPF to deliver high-performance networking and security directly at the kernel level, moving beyond legacy IP tables-based approaches. With Cilium, you can create powerful network policies based on service identities and tables, not just IP addresses. It also comes with Hubble, an observability layer that gives you a real-time view of how service communicates. It does require a modern Linux kernel, but its performance and visibility are setting a new standard for cloud-native security. Another powerful option is Calico. While Cilium is often seen as the eBPF first rising star, Calico is the battle-tested veteran, proven in massive enterprise environments for years. While Cilium is more eBPF first in its design, Calico's strength is its flexible and feature-rich network policy engine, which goes well beyond standard Kubernetes policies. It can actually secure traffic between pods, VMs, and even bare metal servers, making it a strong choice, especially when you're using hybrid environments. Up to now, we've focused on defense, scanning configs, enforcing policies, and monitoring runtime behavior. Kubehunter actually flips the script and asks a different kind of question: how would an attacker see my cluster? So what is Kubehunter? Well, it's an open source penetration testing tool from Aqua Security that actively probes Kubernetes clusters for known weaknesses. It looks for exposed APIs, misconfigured services, weak authentication, and common attack paths from both inside and outside the cluster. You don't run Kubehunter continuously like Falco. Instead, you run it periodically to validate your security posture in pre-production or during security reviews. It won't fix issues for you, but it's extremely good at showing you what's exploitable right now. Okay, so right now we've secured the entire lifecycle, but for the final step, we have to prove that our cluster is actually secure. And for this, the final tool on our list will be Kubebench. So Kubebench focuses on one thing: checking whether your Kubernetes deployments aligns with the CIS benchmarks from the Center for Internet Security. Kubebench runs as a job in your cluster, and it audits everything from the control plane to the worker nodes, giving you clear pass, fail, or warning results. It's not a runtime platform, but for baseline hardening and compliance evidence, it's an essential tool every Kubernetes operator should know. So there you have it, the top tools to build a layered Kubernetes security strategy for 2026. We started by shifting left with KubeLinter, Checkov, Trivy, Kubescape, and supply chain protection using Cosign. We enforced rules at admission time with Kyverno or OPA Gatekeeper. We secured running workloads with Falco, locked down networking with Cilium or Calico, actively tested our cluster using Kubehunter, and validated everything at the end with Kubebench. By combining these tools, you get defense in depth that protects you from code to cloud. Now my question for you is, what is your go-to security tool? Did we miss your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on mastering the cloud-native ecosystem. Thanks for watching, I'm Flavius, see you the next time.